I just asked you about the new role, the new job. How delighted are you to be head coach of the USA?
Yeah,
forward?
it's great. It's great. I'm excited. Our club's got an affiliation with USA Rugby League, and in particular the team in Florida, regardless what name they've got. And we've been out there on pre-season camps in the past. We was out there this year and had a fair few of their players train with us, and we played against the American Pioneers, which was a collection of a fair few players in the regions of America. So we know that the bit goes on, and we know a fair bit about them and what goes on. So while over there, they've got some fantastic athletes. It's a sleeping giant, USA Rugby League, and there's a fair amount of work going on already by some individuals over there who've got the place in, got the game into a decent position. So at the end of the year, I'll go over there and be involved in some World Cup qualifiers. So it's exciting. Looking forward to it.
What appealed to you most about it, Brian?
Well, being an international coach of any team, I think that's you get to a stage in coaching where you want to test yourself against the best and test yourself at the highest level. So that was one thing. But then I think just the if you're not going to do an England or Australia or New Zealand, then you start thinking, well, what other team would you do, and what scope is there in another team? And I think everybody would nod their head and say there's a fair amount of scope in USA Rugby League. Now, listen, there's a fair bit to go, and there's a fair journey for them to go on before they become one of the big dogs in the game. But in terms of potential, it's huge. And on a similar level, when I coached London, we had a fair bit of work to do, and we had a fair bit of a journey to go on. But the potential for London Rugby League, and I always felt that when I was down there, can be massive. And that's what some things that gets you out of bed, by round 15 and round 20 and round 25 when everybody's getting tired. And I was in charge of a team that you could argue was one of the most important teams in the competition. Now, USA Rugby League is on a similar level. It can be massive, that, and with the right amount of steering, the right amount of support, the right amount of resource. There's a fair bit to go on there, I understand, but what they could be is absolutely huge, and obviously that's a huge attraction to me.
That's something that's big for the game, and also big for the Rhinos as well, isn't it? When in combining the two roles, I suppose you're going to benefit each other.
Yeah, I've just been asked a question there off another reporter. Will there be any conflict of interest? There absolutely won't be any conflict of interest. I'm not going to be jetting out there 2 or 3 times a year to America to focus on this, that and the other. It may be the odd phone call or an email. I think anybody in the Rhinos camp who has got any fears that I'll be lacking focus on the Rhinos, you don't need to. There won't be that. I've sweated sweated too much and shed too many tears about this job to start paying lip service to it. So but in terms of what it could mean for both the game over there and our club, and to get a stronger affinity between each other, yeah, that could be pretty positive.
As you mentioned, another step in your career, a new challenge to kind of excite you as well.
Yeah, it could be exciting. Yeah, it will be exciting. And going over there and coaching a new group of people, international level, talking about some of the things that might happen when we play Canada and Jamaica, then get through to the World Cup qualify. Should we do that? And you start talking about playing the bigger teams. That'll be something I really look forward to.